Welcome back to Get Ready with Juanita. If you'd like to know how I got this look today, please continue watching. Hi guys. So I have my face prepped, and this morning, let's see, what did I use? The ordinary serum I started off with, and then I went in with the a little bit of the magic cream from Charlotte Tilbury. I really love that magic cream. It's actually done a lot of good for my skin. I then went in with a little bit of my Glow Recipe Niacinamide dewdrops. I went in with my Tatcha balm under my eyes. Not having any reactions with that, which is great. Now I've got a product I can use under my eyes, and that feels awesome. So now I'm ready for some foundation. So I'm going to go in with my Fenty. Then I'm going to go in with my Tower 28 Serum Concealer. So the next thing is the cream products I'm going to continue with. I'm going to go on with my Charlotte Tilbury Sun-Kissed Bronzer. Then I'm going to use my cream. It's a liquid blush from Huda Beauty. That was a little hard to come out. And next, I'm going to go in with my setting powder. And today, I'll use my Laura Mercier Hydrating Blurring Setting Powder. And there we go. We have my base products on. I like to speed through these parts just because you can see well enough what I'm doing as I speed through those little parts. But I'm going to go off screen and I'm going to get my eyebrows done, and I'll be right back. Hi guys, I'm back, and I got my eyebrows done, and as well I created this really pretty purple look today, and I used a palette that contains some of my favorite purples. Like, I absolutely love these purples, and it's from the Love Language palette with Oden's Eye in collaboration with Morgan Turner. I just adore these purples, and I had to haul out this palette and play with it and give it some love, just because, you know, I love my makeup, and I just want to use what I have and, you know, just have fun. And I am. So anyway, guys, to start off this look, I'm going to start with this beautiful purple. And I'm going to start building this up in my crease. I'm really going to bring it forward. I don't know what it is, but it's just these shades of purple that I absolutely adore. And every time I play with them, I'm like, oh, They're so beautiful. I think one of the hardest things for me is when I travel, and it's like, what am I going to bring? Because I have such an affinity for a lot of my makeup, and I'm like, I have to part with my eyeshadows, and like, Anyway, the next one I'll use is this beautiful deep purple here. Like, they almost verge on plums, and then I'm gonna go in with my NYX glitter primer. There we go. Now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna use this beautiful shimmer here first. And I'm gonna place it right at that border. And this is where I lost a little bit of that initial color, is when I use this one. But I love this shimmer too. But I also love that. I think the next time I might bypass this one and just keep with that beautiful deep purple, because it blended out so beautifully. Next thing I'm going to do is go in with this lighter shimmer. Okay guys, and then I'm going to get a pencil brush and I'm going to play with this little pink here. I love this pink, it's so pretty. And I want to brighten up this inner corner here, just down at the bottom. I'm going to use this pink. Such a beautiful bright pink. Then I'm going to take my eyeliner brush I got from Sephora, and I'm going to go back in with this beautiful deep color, and I'm going to stamp that just along the lash line, right up against the lash line, sort of to give you that full eyeliner look. And for those that are new, I don't like to use eyeliners because I'm not a well woman, and I get a condition called dry eye syndrome, and I found it very difficult to use eyeliners. But this is one way I can use, some form of like eyeliner look. So I won't go in my waterline, is what I mean. Like, I don't use colors in my waterline anymore because it can get really irritating. So I just sort of bypass that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just smudge out what I just laid. I just want to blend it a bit. Not sort of but just more blending. I want it more blended. I don't want it such a harsh line that's, not very well blended. So let's just blend that out. Then I'm going to go back to my other pencil brush, and I'm going to take a bit more of that beautiful pink, and I'm going to just go underneath that purple, just right there, where I'm just sort of blending the two colors. There we go. Perfect. And I really like how that look turned out. That's fun. But the next thing I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. palette. I actually tried different things in my inner corner, and I came back to this again because I just find it more complimenting for me. And I like that it just blends in with the colors I've used, even on the inner corner, but still brightens up my inner corner in a flattering way. So it sort of blends in with any of the colors that I used. I'm going to give my brush a little wipe. Then I'm going to use this brush just to go down my nose. I'll just start that as well and do that little dot. I'll go ahead and do my contour now with this shade here. There we go. out. I'm gonna go in with my powders next. So I'll get my bronzer brush and I'm gonna go in with my House Labs bronzer. Beautiful. And the next thing I'm going to do is go in with my blush. I'm just going to give my blush brush a little wipe here. And I'm going to use my Singe Beauty Riveting Rhubarb blush. Such a pretty pink. And for my finishing powder today, I'm going to go back to my Charlotte Tilbury. This is my favorite finishing powder still at the moment. I'm still testing the Kosas one, but I just want to go back to this one, and because I tried using the Kosas one like under my eye there, and I didn't like the way it sort of felt a bit drying. So I'm just going to use this one for today. Just because I love how my Charlotte Tilbury looks, that's all. And I'm just going to go a bit over that bronzer. The bronzer looks a little patchy, which is unusual. It usually don't get patchy like that, but I'll just blend that out too. My bangs covered up, thank goodness. It sort of looks a little bit patchy though. That's very strange. But that's okay. All right, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'll go in with my setting spray. And Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray is my favorite one. I really enjoy using that. The next thing I'll do is I have to let that dry, and then I'm going to go in with my mascara, and today I'll just use my regular mascara, the Panorama. Again, this is just one that I've come across that I really like, but it's not hard on my eyes, and because of my dry eye syndrome again, I just, if I find a product for my eyes, I really stick with that a lot. So I think I found a good one, which is my Panorama. There's another one that I'm sort of curious about though. It's been sort of going viral, and that's the one by there's one by Maybelline, I believe, and I seen some people use it and I'm like, ooh, that looks sort of nice. But anyway, I'll see if I'm going to try it or not, because I do love my Panorama so much. I'll be back in a minute. Hi guys, I'm back and I have my mascara on, and today I'm going to go in with a Fenty lip liner, and this one's in Riri. And then I'm going to go in with a Pat McGrath, what are they called? Lip Shines. And this one here is in Boudoir Rose. All right, guys, so I have my makeup done, and I really love how my eyeshadow look turned out today. Really liking how everything looks. Thank you so much for joining me today, and if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell, and that way you're notified of any future video uploads. As well, if you enjoyed today's content, please give my video a like and leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. Anyway, guys, I gotta say I'm feeling good and I'm ready for my day, and I wish all of you guys a good day too. Bye.